I'm Deanna Swisher, and I'm here to talk to you about the classification of employees versus independent contractors. When you, the employer, have work to do, you have to decide, will you have that job done by an employee or by an independent contractor? The term labor attorneys use to explain that designation is classification. The term we use when we think you've made the wrong decision is misclassification. So let's talk about what the difference is. If you have an employee, you, the employer, have a lot of responsibilities. You have to withhold income taxes, you have to pay 1/2 of the FICA tax, you have to pay various state and federal unemployment taxes. You're also going to make regular filings, you're going to maintain workers' compensation insurance, and all of that's a lot of work. In contrast, if you have an independent contractor, you, the employer, has to report the income you paid to them with the 1099, and they take care of their taxes. So it seems like it would be much easier to have an independent contractor, and for that reason, a lot of small businesses are tempted to go that direction. However, if a government agency finds that you've misclassified, that can have serious financial consequences. So let's talk further on this topic. How will they know? How will government agencies know that you've misclassified? Sometimes it happens when a person who's working for you quits getting work from you. They then go to the state, even though you thought they were an independent contractor, they go to the state and they seek unemployment compensation. What if they get hurt on the job? Again, they may go to the state and in that instance seek workers' compensation benefits. Additionally, in 2015, there was a real rise in complaints by employees claiming they'd been misclassified, probably because of the change in the economy and a lot of millennials doing gig-type employment. So those are another source of complaints to government. The problem is once one governmental agency knows, they all know because they share information. And then they all come knocking on your door because they want to recover all those taxes you should have paid. So how do you decide which it is that you have? First of all, there's a multifactorial test that is way too long to go into on this video. Instead, I strongly recommend that if you're making this decision, you go to an attorney who specializes in this area of law. Before you make that call, consider a few things. First of all, think about whether this individual is relying solely on you for income. If so, be very wary of calling them an independent contractor. Again, if something goes wrong, they're going to go to the state and seek some kind of redress. Secondly, think about control. Do you tell them what, when, where, and how to do their job? If you exercise that kind of control, they are an employee. If, on the other hand, all you care about is the result that they achieve, they are more likely to be an independent contractor. Also think about that term, independent contractor. That is a person with an independent business. They are themselves their own profit and loss center, not simply your employee who can make more money by simply working more hours for you. Think about those things before you call an attorney, and then with that attorney, go through all of the parameters of your relationship with that individual. If, for example, they think that they would be inclined to classify them as an independent contractor, then the attorney can work further with you to make sure it's properly documented and to make sure you have in your records everything that you will need to demonstrate that that was the right classification to make. If you're talking to an attorney about a classification you've already made, you're already calling someone an independent contractor, and now you have reason to doubt whether that was the right thing to do, if that attorney does not start talking to you about the word amnesty, you need to call a different attorney. You need someone who specializes in this area of law. The risk is too great to suffer the consequences of bad advice. If you have any questions, please contact me. My information will be on the next screen, or check Foster Swift's website. We have a lot of information that should be valuable to your choice.